This is a video demo of my 3D Mind web application, which was designed to enhance visualization skills through interactive exercises. Let me walk you through just this application's features and functionality. After learning HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and finally having all the tools that I needed to build a fully functional application, I built this based off my second project ever, which was the visualization app in the terminal. You can see the games are the same, or at least the names, but they function different. They work a lot better. So you just start off. So first, there's multiple options, as you can see here. So like say random one, aquatic, universal, volcanoes. So you see there's like themes. Let me go with volcanoes. And then there's like a little poem right here. So basically it gives you the same instructions, blah 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 blah. Same noise. So imagine Pompeii exploding and killing it. But see, it's kind of vulgar, but like it's a very descriptive visualization, and that's what you want. You want things that are visceral. Imagine someone falling into an active volcano, blah 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 blah. The volcano ones are very like destructive, I should say. Let me do a positive one. So as you can see, like there's a drop down. Imagine a coral reef with a clownfish hiding inside of an anime. So you see, there's different, like, imagine a Fortnite shark swimming through. See, I don't know. I made this in 2023. Keep in mind I was 16. You have lists. You have multiple options. A random one, aquatic, volcanoes. Those are just like the basic ones. Then you can go into game settings, right? And then you can make a list. So you can create a custom list and say, I want this one to be programming. I can just like walk through each project that I've done as a list, right? So it requires 3, that's why I did 3. But I can just complete the list, and then I can go back to account. So then game settings, imagination list, manage list, right? So this is the image roulette list. Now I'm looking at it, like there's some CSS issues, which I could fix. But like custom images list, I'm gonna click add, and then where would you like to add this list? I want to add it to image roulette, right? So then I go home, back to image roulette, and here it is, programming. So boom, I start this, and basically the list will appear. Imagine my first project. You see what I'm saying? So that was a big thing that I wanted to add from the first project, was having these custom lists. Because I didn't just want it to be like this. I wanted to make custom visualization exercises whenever. Because with this, you could do anything. You could basically say you're an athlete. You could like write out steps. Like I use this to help visualize like flips and stuff that I do, or like martial arts moves. It really could do anything. I also use this to help visualize programming as I was building the project. Basically, the games are the same, but I would say they're formatted a little better, like bodily movements. So this will give you 30 seconds to visualize the scenario to the best of your abilities. After the 30 seconds, you will type what you have visualized. Each scenario will be followed by a sound. Imagine doing a backflip. Like, it's very basic, and you could go through more steps. So you have 30 seconds to type what you have imagined. And the goal with this is to be as descriptive as possible. It's image description. See, like I didn't finish, like, oh, imagine doing a 1-arm push-up. Like, I didn't finish, but you can also change like the settings. So pick seconds for image description, like it's set to 50, although I think that's just where, once again, these are little things that I could easily change. I did all of this stuff like almost 3 years ago. So I could set it to 60 seconds. It'll give me more time if I go back and do it, but I'm gonna just put that back at 30. And then the final thing is like image streaming. Oh, another thing that I want to show you is you can see like what you wrote. So I imagine the eccentric, even though it cut me off, it'll still save it. Or if you submit it, it'll save it. I'll show you that with it being submitted. See coding. Like this is what I was using actively, because image description, like you have to type it, so it's more involved than just image roulette where it's quick, fast paced, and it's like basic visualization. So imagine coding a section to implement your own custom list. So submit. I did this. Stop envisioning. But the thing is, I was visualizing that before I finished it, so it helped the process of me actually building it which was really cool. See, I did this. Now, obviously, the next step with this would be to add a back end and everything, which I wasn't too well versed in at the time. But after like my robotics experience, it'd honestly be really easy, and I might come back to this project now that I'm looking at it and like using it. But I would probably redo the UI. Although I do honestly like it, especially this. Like I had my friend draw it. This is actually an image of me meditating, and it has like a really cool transition that I like with all the like, stuff inside of it. So then the final game would be image streaming. You submit like the first 2 minutes, it starts off with you typing, and then you submit it. I can submit that, and it's the same thing with image description. You go to image streaming, it'll save whatever you typed in for those specific games. So image description, it'll save what you describe for each image. Image streaming, it'll save whatever flow of consciousness you just let it go through. And with image roulette, it's supposed to be fast paced, so there is really no describing it. It's supposed to be short, so it's just like rapid fire. It's roulette. This was honestly really big for me at the time too, because I saw if I put my head down and really focused and learned, I could do anything with programming. Because I made the 3D Mind in the terminal in December. I didn't even finish this till like April. I would say finish it as in I had the games. I didn't have the custom list or anything till like end of April. So I really saw that, if I just stick to it, I like do the research, I see what I need to learn, HTML, CSS, JavaScript to get a working user interface, that I can really build anything with this. And you'll see in my next projects that I completely took like a whole U-turn, because this gave me the confidence that I can go into any area and learn and then be able to create with that. So like there's also some other things, like it just has art here, 3D Mind, what do you see? But I was like drawing this when I was first learning HTML. So these are from like January, and I thought it was cool to implement something I did like months ago. But really seeing that like it'll take time, and I was young when I was doing this. I was like 16. I first started programming like right after my 16th birthday. So this, I was probably like April, I was like 16 in 6 months. So like 6 months later, I had way more skill, and I was able to build all of this stuff, which is really cool. And like as I said in the previous video, the main things that I wanted, I implemented later. So I really found that to be honestly pretty cool. Also has like the journal readings, which basically just has the poems that like I put, which is pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So the account management doesn't do anything because I never added accounts. Like I just added it there just to kind of look cool. But now with my programming ability, I honestly might revisit this project. But you see it, like, you can create custom lists. Also, I didn't show you that you can manage lists. So say I wanted to imagination list, manage list. Say I wanted to like delete this, and then I go back home, boom, image red. It's no longer there. And yeah, that's about it for this project. But this was my first like fully interactive UI, all of that, like fully head to toe program by myself. And obviously there's a lot of things that I would do different, like certain styling, like let me set it, like see, it kind of fits the phone, but like not really. I would have made it fit better and made everything like flow. But I did like change the hamburger drop down from on the side to up top, and also I made it so like it just doesn't disappear, because I thought it looked weird when it did. But you see how this is like styled different. This container that holds all these divs is styled different than this container which holds these divs. This is more centered. There's not scroll space. Like just little things like that now that I've been programming for like 2 more years since this point, I have more of a, I would say, professional touch, and I would really alter this. But I might come back to this project and you might see it updated. But for now, this was my 6th project, and this is what all the projects up to this point have been leading up to. Basically like a fully functioning like app that I actually used. As you saw with the image description, I was using this app to build this app. So it did become pretty meta, but also like it really helped, and it helped my my creativity with the app, and it helped me stay engaged because I saw that it had direct value and direct application to what I was using and what I was doing. I realized desktop audio is off, so this is what these sound like. The noise is the same for pretty much all of them. But this will say type what you imagine because it's image description. Boom. that's like the switching noise for image roulette. And then I'll say type
what you have imagined.
And same here. So it has visual cues and audio cues because you're supposed to close your eyes and you'll hear the sound. The reason why the sound wasn't on is because in my recorder I didn't have the sound playing, but this is what it sounds. So yeah, that's really it. That's my 6th project. From here they just get more complex with more technologies. And after this, I spent a couple months of web development. I was like, all right, let's do something new. And I started learning Arduino, microcontroller programming, and eventually with that, robotics. So the final thing is just the code. And I remember this project being like very pivotal in just my understanding of programming. Up to this point, I never had a project that was this large in size and scope. So those months of building up to develop the skill really helped. And as I was programming this project, I got a lot better simply because I spent a lot of time on it. And after like a couple hundred lines, you start realizing, oh, if I make these functions, I won't have to duplicate this line of code. And oh, I'm reusing this here. Let me make it shorter and such. And obviously this isn't the best code base, especially compared to like my later code bases. But it still does show a lot of development. Just this JavaScript alone from like even the To-Do app, which was the project before this, was only like 40 lines of JavaScript. Here's the HTML, like 400. By the way, this is a single page application as well, so everything was on one site. And then here's the CSS, besides like the art gallery and the journal readings. But the actual 3D Mind itself, like the visualization exercises, were on one page. So this is the CSS. There's a lot of CSS as well. Like I said, I would have done the sizing differently. Like now I just make it. I do it first. I do the CSS and the sizing for multiple screens first. This I did it retroactively, so it didn't come out as good as it could have. But I learned from that mistake on my future project. So yeah, that's the code for it. And yeah, this project was really pivotal to my development. And I probably am going to revisit it after looking at it because it's super nostalgic.